What was it like taking a character that is part of a popular franchise and adapting it to the screen?
Well, it was really interesting because in some ways, if you just translated it one-to-one directly, I don't think it would have come off, because what interested me in the book was that this guy who's an amazing hero and amazingly skilled, amazingly tough, amazingly brave. In the book, you see his vulnerability. You see that he has fears. You see that he has morality. You see that he's a real person, even though he's got skills I don't have, and he's got a direction that I don't have. So how to translate that from page to screen? If you do it too directly, it's not going to come off. He's going to come off like an ordinary action hero that you always see. This, I feel, is different. I feel that you do see that there's a boy turning into a man in this movie. There's a grad student turning into American assassin, and what does that mean? So it's a translation of the book, shall we say? It's not a direct transcription of the book.
Now that you kind of started the character off, do you want to continue in the franchise, or are you ready to let it go?
No. I'm having a good time. We're moving on with this.
Okay. What other things do you have coming up?
Oh, what I have coming up? Well, I don't know whether you know, I'm an executive producer and writer on The Americans, the TV show.
Yes.
So we're about to start working on our 6th season, and I got that coming up tomorrow.
Okay, so now, what's the difference between tackling this sort of spy story on television versus on the big screen?
Well, I've been doing screenplays for movies for a long time. It's just a very different process.
Yeah.
A screenwriter is kind of all by himself. He's got the producers to work with. Eventually, a director came on, and I worked very closely with him. Finally, you have actors, everyone else. But basically, for a while, it's you in a room. TV, it's a big machine. You've got other writers. You've got, everything's moving very, very fast. It's just very, very different. Two different ways of working, two different media.
Okay. What was the main thing that you wanted to take from the book that you definitely wanted to portray on screen in this?
Well, you'll see. I mean, the movie's very different from the book, but the scene in which Hurley gets tortured leaped off the page to me. When I read that in the book, I said, I got to do this. This is going to be so interesting. So our Hurley is a little different from the Hurley in the book, and yet at the same time, I think the power of that and the unexpected, nature of that scene really comes through. And Michael Keaton just, of course, blows it out of the water.
Okay. What was your favorite character to write for?
I loved writing Hurley. I loved writing Mitch. I loved writing Kennedy, and I loved writing Ghost. I loved them all.
Okay.
Oh, and Annika wasn't bad either. I loved that too.
Okay. All right.